Vicky and Annette, mum and daughter here from Minerva, and today we have a really exciting video to share with you all about Size Me patterns. Now Size Me is a new brand that we've recently added to Minerva, and they are an indie pattern company that produce a range of 9 really beautiful paper patterns. They're all for women's wear, and there's a great selection of styles. So we've got dresses, tops, skirts, even a jacket and coat, some trousers, some really fab patterns that we think you're going to love. And what's great with these patterns is the instructions for a start look really good. We've had a look at them and they're really detailed instructions. But on top of that, you also actually get a free video that guides you through the making of the pattern that comes free included with the pattern. So if you're a beginner or you know, looking to stretch your skills, then these patterns really hold your hand through making the garment. So yeah, we're really excited to have them in stock now at Minerva. And what we've done, we've got a copy of each of the patterns here to share with you today, and we've picked our top fabric pick to go with each pattern, just to give you some idea on the sort of fabrics that you could use to make these patterns, and yeah, just give you some ideas really on what you could make. So let's get stuck in.
Yeah, the first one is a beautiful dress called the Vienne Dress.
Yeah.
I love those sleeves.
Yeah.
I love
sort of in on the skirt.
Yeah.
It's a full length dress, isn't it? So if you pick a print, it's really going to showcase the fabric.
Yeah, I like how they've, I know it's only a drawing, but I like how they've styled it there with the bag over one shoulder and sort of just white flat shoes.
Yeah.
That would look really good.
Yeah. I instantly look at a dress like that and would think, you know, of like a dressier kind of style.
Yeah.
But you know, just pairing it with sort of flat trainers or pumps, and you know, it becomes a day dress then, doesn't it? That, well, certainly in my life anyway, we'll get a lot more wear.
A lot more,
than a
yeah.
full-on sort of glam dress.
I'm sort of pretty sure that those sleeves, they've just gathered it by sewing on a piece of elastic.
Yeah.
To bring it in.
Looks like, isn't it?
And then it also looks like there's elastic in the waist because it's gathered above and below. Yeah. Well, it's just above the waist actually.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
But
yes, really
I think that would look beautiful.
Yes, so the fabric we've chose for that pattern is our Urban Cheetah viscose challis from the Minerva exclusive range. So this fabric is a really soft and drapey fabric, but it does have a nice bit of weight to it, doesn't it, which you don't always get with viscose challis, but this one has a beautiful amount of weight. And we think, you know, the gathers in those tiers, the gather on the little sort of end of the sleeve, the gathers going up into the bust section, it would just hang and drape beautifully in this fabric, wouldn't it?
It would.
And that print is just stunning. You wouldn't need to worry about pattern matching, would you? You mentioned that, didn't you? And you could team it with black tights and boots during the winter, heels or pumps during the summer.
Definitely.
It would take you all throughout the year, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll love that one.
So the next one is the Serene Skirt, which is looking to be one of my favourites.
Yes, you love this, don't you?
It's an elasticated waist within a separate waistband.
Yeah.
Those diagonal lines, I made sure to have a look at this, are actually pockets, and I just think they would look...
You love that type of pocket, don't you?
I do.
It's not an inseam pocket, it's actually sort of in the... sort of like in the construction, isn't it?
Yeah, I just have a thing about inseam pockets. You've sort of to stretch your arm quite a way back.
Yeah.
To get your hands in. And those are just so comfy.
Yeah,
so comfy.
And they look professional, don't they? They look really neat.
They do.
And,
I love sewing them.
Yeah,
I really do. And then you've got a gathered edging. You've got a high-low hem.
Which I think that sort of dresses up this pattern.
Yes.
It just makes it extra special, doesn't it?
It does. And again, I know they're only line drawings, but they've shown them with casual shoes.
Yep.
They've shown them with high heels. You could wear it with anything.
Yeah. So the fabric we've chose for this one, now we are going, I guess, a little bit more fancy with this. So this is a beautiful, absolutely just feel that fabric, beautiful viscose sateen. So it does have like a a shimmer or a sheen to it, but it's not shiny. But hopefully you'll be able to see on camera just how it catches the light, really subtly. It's viscose, so it's beautifully soft, it's super drapey, and it just feels like liquid in your hands almost, doesn't it, somehow? Absolutely beautiful. And I think the sort of like gathered panel around the bottom would look really well in this fabric, because it's going to gather up really beautifully, and it will just swish and move as you walk, and yeah, really lovely. And that one actually, this is I describe that as like a duck egg colour, but it does come in quite a few colourways on the site, so yeah, really lovely fabric, that one.
So the next one is another skirt, the Florence skirt. Quite fitted now. You've got darts.
No waistband on this one.
No waistband, so it will be a facing inside.
Yeah.
You have a side zip because there is no back seam.
Yeah.
Again, you've got a frilled skirt, but higher up on this one
and it's
than on
not
the
high
other.
or hem this time,
No,
is it?
it's straight round.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit not as casual as the other one.
Yeah, because with it not having that elasticated waist, that gives the other one, I guess, a slightly more casual feel, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we thought with this, a viscose challis fabric would be perfect because it will gather, and all those the gather details in that bottom section on the skirt would hang beautifully. Yeah. So we had to choose a Minerva exclusive, and this one, I can hold it up there. So this one, it's such a beautiful print.
The colours in this.
You love it, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, they're amazing.
I would describe that background colour as like a mahogany brown, like a reddy brown. Yeah. And different people, when they look at this design, see different things. Some people see a flower design, and some people see an animal print.
Yeah.
You can kind of see both in it, can't you?
Yeah.
I love the pop of mustard in it. I think if you made a skirt in this, you know, you could team that with a black top or a mustard top. You could wear it with tights and boots, or just, you know, wear it with heels or sandals during the summer.
I think what I like about this as well, mustard obviously has been quite a popular colour for the past few years.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily suit me. It tends to make me look so pale.
Yeah.
So to wear something like this, and I have some, you know, say a baggy top or something nice and casual, and I have some cropped mustard linen trousers, and that's what's in my mind to make from it, because I just think that would look superb, whereas the main colour wouldn't drain me.
Yeah. And if you made it in the skirt as well, you know, it wouldn't be near your face then.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so you know, if you struggle wearing mustard, you could team it with a black top, couldn't you?
And
if
I would have
if
a
you're
black
okay
top.
wearing mustard, you know, you could go out and team it with mustard.
Wish I was.
yeah, and look fabulous.
So the next one is the Florence Blouse.
I really love this one.
You do, don't you? It's a lovely, just quite high V-neck.
Yeah.
Raglan sleeves, which the cuff is formed by shearing elastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it creates a little frill on the edge of the sleeve.
For me, it's all about those cuffs on this pattern. You know, you've so much fabric coming into that shearing detail, and the cuff is quite deep, which is the unusual thing about this pattern, isn't it? Often, I think when you see shearing details on cuffs, it's just a small amount, but this is so deep. It's dramatic, isn't it? Yeah. So again, it will suit a soft drapey fabric, because you don't want something too stiff in all that fabric coming into that cuff detail, do you? So we've chosen another Minerva exclusive fabric. And I love this design. This one actually does come in 4 different colourways, but I chose this one today, didn't I? This, I think, is my favourite colourway. I think yours is the more autumnal colours, isn't it?
It is,
yeah.
But
if you click on the links below, all the products will tag to this video. If you click on this one, you'll be able to see the other colourways. But this one, it's like a sort of mosaic design, and all the different shades, all the different sort of like blues, purples, and even like a jade green in this. I think it's stunning. Because it's a bit of a smaller scale, than some of our other designs. I think it would suit a top really well. And you know, you do have a seam down the front of that pattern. So to me, you wouldn't want something too big of a scale, because you'd be cutting into it, wouldn't you? So this, I think, would just be fabulous. I wouldn't be bothering with pattern matching. It's abstract enough that you, in my opinion, you certainly wouldn't need to worry about that.
And sometimes with patterns like that, there are ways of actually, you know, placing it against the fold.
Yeah, you could experiment with that.
That could be a possibility.
Yeah, so if you did want to use something that's a bigger scale, maybe experiment with that.
Yeah.
And it would just give you more options from the one pattern, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So the next pattern is Vienne Blouse. Now, this, contrary to the last one, this has plain sleeves.
Yeah.
Still raglan, but the main effect of the blouse is this frill down the front.
Quite a simple blouse, really.
Again, very simple.
But again, that frill down the middle, you know, it gives it something extra and just makes it special somehow, doesn't it? Yeah. Now, the fabric we chose for this one, this is a meat milk fabric, and it's a jacquard tencel fabric. So it's super soft. Tencel fabric is just beautiful in my opinion. But what makes this fabric a little bit different is that in the weave of the fabric you have this jacquard weave. So if you look closely, you can see like little diamonds that are woven in. So the diamond is made from a different weave to the background, so it stands out as a jacquard weave. And the great thing with this fabric is it's pretty much identical back and front. Yeah. So that panel, the frill on the front of the garment, whichever way it falls, it won't matter. Yeah. And you know, it's quite, I guess, a simple sort of maybe understated fabric, but I just think it would feel amazing in this. Yeah. And it would probably, well, for me anyway, it would go with loads of things in my, you know, loads of different bottoms. You could wear it with skirts or trousers.
Yeah, you could.
And yeah, I think that'd be something I'd wear all the time. You know, dress down to work, or you know, dress it up and wear it. You know, go out for a meal, or you know, you're going out to see friends or something. It'd be, I think, a really versatile piece in your wardrobe. Definitely.
So now we go on to the Florence Trousers. These aren't too casual, although
no, I would view these as more dressed up trousers.
If you have them a little bit, you know, you could crop them a little bit and then they would become very casual. Yeah. Just very smart.
Yeah. To me, these are super chic, and it's the fullness of those legs that is the star of the show on this pattern, isn't it? Yeah. With a waistband, those pockets that you love as well.
Again,
shaping at the back from the darts. They're just, to me, this fabric is crying out for something. This pattern is crying out for a fabric, something that's heavy, to hold that sort of shape of the pattern, if you will, but drapey enough to swish and not be too structured. Yeah. So we both thought, didn't we, that our triple crepe fabric, which we have run this fabric for, it must be at least a decade now at Minerva, and it is still one of our best sellers every year. It comes in it's amazing, isn't it? It comes in a whole range of colours, and it's basically a polyester crepe fabric, but it's heavy. The texture, in my opinion, is just perfect. It's that little crepey texture, but you know, it's not super textured and it's not super smooth. It's somewhere in the middle, and it just feels incredible. The drape for such a heavy and quite a thick fabric for a crepe. The drape is just impeccable, isn't it? And beautiful. For wide leg trousers, I just don't think you can beat this fabric. Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. I think this is the aubergine colour, which is lovely, isn't it? But it does come in, you know, it comes in black and navy and charcoal and then all different colours. Every colour you can think of, really, that fabric comes in.
It does. So the next one is, I would say, my favourite at the moment in this range of patterns. It's the Florence Jacket. Now, it doesn't really show it to its best on there, I don't think, because it's quite a swing jacket. Yeah. And I actually have this pattern now. I've got it ready to make a top in. It is lined on the pattern, but I'm not lining it because it's actually for a holiday and I want a lightweight in chalet.
Yeah.
Most likely in chalet.
Yeah, you're not quite decided the fabric yet.
Yeah, so I may just bind the edge, I may just even turn it under.
Yeah.
But the amount of swing in the jacket, now that I've cut the pattern out, would lend itself to all sorts of fabrics.
Yeah. Well, the one we've chosen, it's actually quite different than what you're going to sew in for holidays, and this one would be lovely to line, wouldn't it, and make a proper jacket. So this is our dogtooth check suiting fabric, and to me it's the perfect dogtooth. It's not too big, not too small. I love black and white, like a monochrome look. I think it goes with everything, and in that sort of swing style, lined, and you could, I mean, you could go to town on the lining as well, couldn't you?
You could.
Either just choose maybe like a plain black, or you know, something quite wacky and unexpected inside.
Definitely.
That would be quite fun, wouldn't it? But I think that fab with that pattern. It wouldn't be too heavy. It would be a proper jacket as opposed to a coat, wouldn't it? Yeah. In this fabric.
I mean, in winter you would wear a jacket with it, or a coat.
Yeah, a coat over the top. Yeah. I think that'd be fabulous.
Absolutely.
Quite tempted by that actually.
And then we've got the Florence Boxy Tee, which is just a nice, simple t-shirt.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a good one for beginners. This, isn't it? Especially if you're new to knits, great pattern to start with.
Part of the sleeves are grown on, and then you've got probably a 2-inch band on the ends, something like that.
That's what makes this pattern a little bit different, though, isn't it? To have that band on the sleeve.
Yeah.
Simple detail, but it's different, isn't it? Yeah.
Because a lot that have a grown on bit and then a band, that band tends to come here, and it can be quite wide, whereas on this the band brings it in
quite
to a fitted sleeve, which I think's good.
Nice details, isn't it? And as the name suggests, it's quite a boxy style, isn't it? A boxy shape, simple round neckline. I don't think you can go wrong with this pattern.
I don't think you can.
And why I love this pattern so much as well, I think it will be absolutely perfect for our Minerva exclusive French terry loop back knit fabrics. In this print,
colours.
Yeah, how cool. It would just be so fun in this print, wouldn't it? I love this design because, you know, that sort of, it's like a light navy coloured background, isn't it? But then these flashes of colour. Who could not be happy wearing a t-shirt in this?
Isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think because, you know, it's a loop back, so it's a little bit heavier than a jersey fabric, it would, I think, would suit the boxiness of that pattern, and the band on the arm. It would have just that touch of structure to it, wouldn't it? Yeah. And I mean, we've lots of prints now in the loop back Minerva exclusive range, and this would be lovely. But any of the designs would be fab, wouldn't they? So if there's another one that you really like, team it with that pattern. It'd be brilliant. And then we're ending with a showstopper of a pattern,
we
aren't we?
The Vienne coat.
Oh, I love it. Absolutely.
It really is. So stylish.
Yeah.
The collar, I think, really sets it off.
Yeah, it's all about the collar for me.
Yeah.
I love it.
Very nice patch pockets. The sleeves look like they're just inset a little bit more than a set-in sleeve.
Yeah.
But it's obviously not a raglan. The front is on a slight diagonal.
Yeah. So
it would cross over more here, which helps create that collar effect.
Yes.
And then it comes out and would lie open at
just
the bottom.
Touch at the bottom, isn't it? Yeah. And there's no like sort of fastening, so it's quite simple and elegant in a way, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, there may possibly be a little fastening just there to hold it.
Yeah.
But then it
it's
would
not
just
like
fall.
you haven't got buttons all the way down. It's just very simple and it's very classy, I think.
I think so.
And then so the fabric that we've chose for this, I think this colour is just amazing. So this is our 100% boiled wool fabric. Now in our Minerva core ranges, we actually do 2 boiled wools. So we do, this one is the heavier of the 2, and we also do a lighter one, but we felt the heavier one would probably be best for this. And you could use either, but yeah, we love the idea of the heavier one for this pattern.
We do.
It would really hold that neckline. It would hold the shape of the coat. The patch pockets would, you know, it would work really well in this. It comes in a whole range of different colours. So you've got sort of like classic, you know, black, navy, greys, but then, you know, you've got really gorgeous colours like this, a few bright ones even in there as well. So you've loads of colours to choose from, and the quality of this fabric, it's the best boiled wool we've ever felt, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
And it's 100% wool. It's just a luxury in a fabric, isn't it?
And I think as well, even though it doesn't show it on the pattern, I think you could treat it as if it was a pattern intended for boiled wool.
Yeah.
And have the seams on the outside.
Yeah, like exposed.
So you just tend to sew the seam allowance and then you trim them really close to the stitching.
Yeah. So that would give you a different look from the same pattern as well, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Because I think on most boiled wool patterns, you still stitch the seam either 5/8 or 3/8, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And then trim them. So on something like this that has very few seams, you could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would. I would
even
imagine
that
it would lend
collar,
itself to that. Yeah.
The you know, just the little bits round the collar could be done with the wrong side showing.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? So yeah, we think that will be an amazing project. If anyone makes this, please share it with us on Minerva. We'd absolutely love to see it. So yeah, that's all 9 patterns that we've got to share. Let us know in the comments below which was your favourite pattern, which was your favourite fabric, which was your favourite pairing. Do you plan to sew any of these? Have you already made any of these patterns? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, please give us a like and a follow. And as always, we will tag all the products that we've mentioned below. So if you want to go and check those out, you can find all the details by clicking those links. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come and join us over at Minerva, join the sewing community. It's a fab place to chat with sewists from literally all over the world. You can share your makes, you can ask for tips and advice, just in general, chat sewing with people that love it as much as you do. So join us there. Thank you very much for watching today, and we'll see you again next time.